They say he's the most dangerous man in Kenya.
Right now, let's talk about the main man, Edwin Sifuna, the most dangerous man right now in Kenya.
Not because he has guns, not because he has the system, but because he has the only thing that William Ruto cannot buy, the absolute trust of the Gen Z soul.
That's the only person William Ruto literally fears.
For weeks, the talk has been about who will Edwin Sifuna deputize. Is it going to be Kalonzo? Is it going to be Matiang'i?
Kalonzo Musyoka president running mate Edwin Sifuna.
Okay, you nimeiona pia in the last couple of days.
But today, the table seems to have turned. The simulation has changed.
But would you support Sifuna if he's the vice or deputy president of these opposition leaders?
No, because Sifuna is going for presidential candidature.
The streets are asking who will deputize for Sifuna. They are asking who is brave enough to follow him.
We are not begging for that position. We're going for it. We understand that if there's a table that is being formed or is being set up that does not have the young people there, we're going to break it. It's as simple as that.
The Obama formula seems to be the only way to go.
Delaware Senator Joe Biden is Barack Obama's vice presidential nominee, adding experience to the ticket. He's been in the Senate since 1972.
Edwin Sifuna president, Kalonzo Musyoka running mate.
If this duo stays together, the one you're seeing on your screen, then William Ruto should already be starting to pack his bags. Let's talk about it. If you love this kind of content, go ahead and like this video and subscribe. Now let's get to the video.
You're now at the ballot and you need to make a vote. Which one are you voting for there?
Edwin Sifuna president and Kalonzo Musyoka running mate.
Okay. All right.
You're supposed to ask me why.
The question is, why Sifuna and why now? And the simple answer is, he has clean hands.
Why would you go with the one of Sifuna at the top and Kalonzo at the second top?
Thank you so very much, Mbuvi.
Yes.
That is a really good question.
All right.
Now, the reason why I would do this is, of everybody who is mentioned here,
Yes.
the person who has not had the misfortune of being tainted
Right.
by any high office or being in government
Yes.
is Sifuna.
Kenya is tired of legacy politicians who have spent more than 40 years in rooms where things usually happen.
Looking back, your 40 plus years in government and politics. Greatest achievement, greatest regret.
He's a man that we love. He's a man that has no scandals. He was the vice president, though, for 5 good years. He has been there. But Sifuna is the voice of tear gas.
Kakamega oye! Hatutoroki leo! Zima hiyo kitu mkutano iendelee! Zima hiyo kitu mkutano iendelee!
He is the voice of the Senate floor. He is the voice that doesn't stutter when calling out impunity.
The example that we must set as a new generation is that I should be able to come to Nandi and say one term and live peacefully.
The youth are saying, we won't vote for a lesser evil anymore. We want one of our own on top.
And if you see Sifuna, he stands for something. The other guys, you know what they've been doing. The Linda that they've been lindaing their stomachs.
Linda Mwananchi has made it very clear that they don't need the united opposition. As a matter of fact, it's the united opposition that needs them.
If you notice, in every of their interaction and rallies and meetings,
Yes.
they are mentioning us left, right, and center. Do you hear us mention them in any of our rallies?
And the price for their support is simple: the top of the ticket.
You mean this table will be led by Sifuna?
Yes, and everybody has to come there and we will engage them from that level.
You see, there are some critics who believe that Sifuna is too young. They say that he lacks experience. But we have seen this movie before. The year is 2008. A young senator called Barack Obama runs for president. He didn't pick a young Turk as a deputy president. He picked the most experienced man in the room by the name Joe Biden.
So let me introduce to you the next president, the next vice president of the United States of America, Joe Biden.
On one side, there was Obama who brought the "Yes, we can" hope. And on the other side, there was Biden who brought the "I have been here before" stability.
Biden had recently emerged as the clear favorite among Democrats, adding experience to the ticket. He's been in the Senate since 1972 and is known for his understanding of foreign policy and his fighting spirit against the rival Republican ticket.
This is exactly what Sifuna and Kalonzo represent. Sifuna brings the fire, the energy, the Gen Z votes.
Funika na jacket, mkutano lazima itaendelea.
Kalonzo brings the diplomacy, the combination, and the international respect.
A deputy who has Kalonzo's expertise and experience,
diplomacy and all that.
Believe me, it is vast, okay? He also comes with a support system of people who advise him, because you come with your people.
It is a yes we can moment for Kenya. And just like 2008, it looks unstoppable.
As Linda Mwananchi, we'll have to balance two types of politics. One, the politics of the young people wanting a complete regime change, vis-a-vis the old political legacy politicians that still have ground. For example, it is quite impossible to go to Kambani and think you're going to sweep the whole block of the Kamba nation without Kalonzo Musyoka. Is he a legacy politician? Yes.
Yes.
Do we have a problem with Sifuna working with Kalonzo? No. Apparently people are very okay with that, right? But he's a legacy politician.
For a moment, let's talk about the math, because election is all about numbers. If Sifuna runs for president and Kalonzo is his deputy, who else joins the table? One, Rigathi Gachagua is already an ally to Kalonzo Musyoka. I'm sure he's inside. Fred Matiang'i is obviously Uhuru's project, and Uhuru likes both Kalonzo and Sifuna. So I'm sure Matiang'i will also be inside. Suddenly, you have the mountain, you have the lake, you have the lower eastern, and you have the youth, all under one banner. This is the ultimate alliance. Ruto is facing a simulation where every single exit has been blocked.
Nimesema Ruto one term.
I mean, how do you campaign against someone who represents the future, deputized by a man who represents the safest part of our past? You simply can't.
Kalonzo Sifuna ticket is a very good ticket. But the masterstroke ticket is Sifuna Kalonzo. Why aren't you thinking about that?
But of course, there are those with contrary opinions. There are some people who are asking, is Sifuna really different, or is it just a louder version of the same old politics?
Hata sina hadithi mingi, like sina story mob. I just want to ask you one question, one simple question. Do you really think that Sifuna is the new political alternative that Gen Zs have been seeking? Are you convinced beyond reasonable doubt that Sifuna is the option? Nataka tu you take like a few minutes before you respond.
It's a valid fear, but in politics, perception is reality. And right now, Sifuna is the only leader who makes William Ruto's skin crawl. He's the only one who doesn't fear the system. He has proven that he doesn't need an elective position to lead the conversation. He's a natural born leader. And the youth have decided if the choice is between a liar and a fighter, they will pick the fighter every single time.
I've told you about the Gen Zs. Let me tell you the craze and the hype that is there when we go to every corner of this country. When you see the young people coming out on their own volition without us mobilizing them. And that's what I'm telling you. Never ever underestimate Sifuna. What I've seen in Kisumu, what I've seen in Mombasa, what I've seen in Kakamega, what I've seen in Viga, I can tell you for a fact. Kalonzo Sifuna is a very good ticket. But the masterstroke is Sifuna Kalonzo.
So the negotiations have begun. The Obama formula is on the table. Linda Mwananchi team isn't begging for a seat anymore. They are building a whole house.
Would you support Sifuna if he's the vice or deputy president of these opposition leaders?
No, because Sifuna is going for presidential candidature.
And if Sifuna stands on top of that house and Kalonzo takes a back seat for the sake of the nation, then August 10th, 2027 will just be a mere formality.
We are not begging for that position. We're going for it. We understand that if there's a table that is being formed or is being set up that does not have the young people there, we're going to break it. It's as simple as that.
William Ruto thought that he was playing against Gachagua, but he's actually playing against the clock. And the clock just struck Sifuna.
If Sifuna vies for presidency in 2027, would you vote for him?
Yeah, I will for Sifuna because he speaks what I want. Yeah, I can vote for him as president. But he has also to have very intellectual people behind him other than just good speaking, because he's a good orator, he's a good communicator, he has the skills. And if it will be the new energy into the new leadership, why not?
What do you think? Is Kenya ready for an Obama moment? Please tell me in the comment sections, and please do not forget to subscribe.